Okay, guys, so we are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Amazings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I'll be your friendly shop steward today, because today we're carrying on with our ongoing campaign playing Paizo Publishing's excellent Pathfinder 2nd Edition remaster. And we are using that to play a campaign set in our own custom setting of the Spires of Paridar, setting traditionally of industrial progress, class disparity, and occult conspiracy. But as of late, our investigators, our illuminators even, have found themselves in a strange new world of sand, sorcery, and secrets. With me today are the stars of our campaign. I'll go the order. I've got you on the screen here. Why don't you tell us who you are and who you're playing? First up, we've got James.
Hi, I'm James, and I'm playing Sally Dumer, the Azarketi monk investigator.
Very nice. Next up is Sean.
Hey, I'm playing Golag. He is a orc witch detective.
Very nice. Next up is Ingolf.
Yeah, hi, I'm Ingolf. I'm playing Basil Resbone, who is an Isoki investigator.
Very nice. This is Ingolf's weekend of playing investigators.
Yes.
And last, but certainly not least,
Sorry.
exactly. Last, but certainly not least, is Darren.
Hello there, yeah, I am playing Dr. Adam Ersprung, who is a created flesh warp inventor, and as always with his trusty sidekick, Igor Mark 8.
Very nice. So, guys, what happened last time was the aftermath of a pretty big scrap in a fort. What do you guys recall having happened last time? Let me bring you over to the fort itself. It'll be right here. Sally, you got to be in the Shadow Realm somewhere here. Let me grab you. What do you guys remember happening last time?
Last time we freed a number of captives from the fort after seeing off the forces that had captured the fort previously. A few survivors escaped into the desert, and Lash was the female orc that mainly Golag and Basil spoke to, I believe. And she gave a few sort of hints or giveaway signs that when we spoke of the Skitterfolk caravan, she seemed to be sort of registering and showing a bit of guilt, and wanted to take a bit of a step back from the crowd. So eventually we managed to find out that she was one of the orcs responsible for attacking the Skitterfolks and killing some of them, and taking this stone that was being transported to the Black Tower. So yeah, she admitted that. I think it was handed to, was it Zargorim?
Zagorim, yeah.
Zagorim. I think that's who she handed it over to, I believe. So yeah, he was taking that back to his master, I believe, is Dulok.
So Dulok is the master of the Scorchface Horde. Zagorim is his middle son, and Gulm is his eldest son. Gulm is the heir apparent.
Yeah. But isn't there a thing between Gulm and Zagorim? So they're trying to get one up with this stone, we believe.
No, the thought was that they would use it to support Gulm.
Oh.
Yeah, she supports, from what she said, at least what Lash said, Zagorim supports his brother. We talked briefly, you may remember, we talked about transition among the Scorchface Horde. It's not a peaceful handover of power. The master of the Scorchface Horde takes it, and having the wealth that would come from such a stone would support Gulm's efforts at transition. And no doubt, in some small way, Dulok would respect that. He might be dead, or wish he was, but...
Right, so they're trying to accelerate the takeover then, potentially, by using this stone. So we had a bit of a discussion with her, and she also mentioned that she did see a young black tower orc who was using some magic. But what was the Yeah, I'm just trying to remember
The
what
attack
they.
out here, on the fort.
Yeah, the relevance was that when they attacked the fort.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they came back here, and then before they could turn the stone over, Deluk heard that the Skitterfolk caravan had been hit, and his concern over the repercussions that would come, particularly with the night rats. She had described it as someone that Deluk was someone who had faced the Harrow mob without flinching, who had faced the dangers of the desert, and it was Basil's folk who made him first show fear.
So I think at the end of it, we were resting overnight, and then we were looking to maybe sort of give chase to this stone, maybe try and get it back, recover it before it's handed over to Golem, by the sounds of it.
Basil, Goldleg, anything was missed there?
Yeah, I think we are not so much I'm less concerned about Golem, actually. I'm more concerned with the stone landing in the hand of those of this young folk who is maybe possessed, I don't know, by some kind of ancient mage or so. So it seems like this creature is very, very powerful already, and if we want to stop him, it's really important that he doesn't get the stone, which seems to be like a compass or something, to find even more of these old treasures.
Yeah, the location of the buried treasures and relics and knowledge. That I think that's what the stone was going to lead them to. Well, that's the fear.
Oh, you're muted, Sean. Timo.
Have we had any theories on who or what is possessing the young man? Not really, right? I mean, it's an interesting hole in our analysis.
I think you guys did have a broad strokes theory of what that was, because he was a dune chaser. They were out in search of ruins that had been uncovered in the wake of a sandstorm.
Mm-hmm.
It was a chance he might have found something that gave him power or corrupted him in some way, or even the stone itself has some sort of effect on people.
Yeah. Theories.
That's the most likely, that he's found something somewhere or met someone.
Whatever power he was displaying is something he did not have before, if it is him. And also, it's not something that's ever happened with the Dune Chaser before. The Dune Chasers, you may remember, like one of the reasons the Black Tower, or the ways the Black Tower supports itself, is making use of that lost lore of biomancy, and then using that to fabricate things that are then traded with other communities. There's also, beyond just recovering it, also going through that activity teaches young folks the skills they need to survive in the desert, right? Or helps hone them as well. Whatever has happened with this kid, if it is the survivor, it's never happened before in the history of the Black Tower. So you're correct that there is not a firm explanation for that yet.
Yeah, there's a big piece of information to be learned right there that we haven't quite.
You guys should definitely approach the Harrow mob. That sounds like the best strategy for that. Get it directly from the horse's mouth, as it were.
Yeah, I think we should just. No planning at all. No being sneaky. Just.
Excuse me. Quick question.
Yeah. But there's also one thing that is not completely public so far, but Basil is very concerned because it seems like his folks are in a way trying to go nuclear here, and they will punish everyone involved. And if they find out that it is a a young one from the Black Tower who is responsible for killing their caravan, might even the folks of the Black Tower who are in danger. So there's a lot of things at stake here, and yeah.
Yeah, there was your little spirit companion who didn't want you to be alone, Dohat. He also had some pretty strong thoughts on what needed to be done with Lash.
Yeah. He wanted her killed immediately, but I could not even convince him that we should try to play along out of lack of information. But he just was, yeah, as I said, very binary, very nuclear in the ways of thinking. Mm. So kill them all, and then it's right. Mm-hmm. I mean, you can say you never returned if you killed everyone there. Yeah, that's.
The other thing I'll mention as well, just because I see their tokens on here, there were survivors of your attack on the fort as well. Yes. Some members of the Harrow mob managed to escape, including the leader.
Yeah.
I just remember, didn't we capture one of the guards? Didn't we knock out one of the guards at the end of the last one of the towered guards?
I think you did.
I think we wanted to, try and interrogate one to see if we could get any more information. Mm-hmm. I think we also did that last session.
Yeah, but I think we didn't get that much information, or at least not.
Oh, we already questioned him.
I don't know if you have had a chance yet.
I didn't think we had yet. I thought that's where we left it.
And you still have yet to make a clear plan for next steps as well. So, Sally, have you any questions about what you've learned here?
It's all very convoluted.
Yeah, I think we had the kind of a plan. The plan was to use Lash to follow her husband in order to get this stone.
Okay.
That was the idea, but he might have been, I don't know, or maybe he was wounded, we don't know, but he has some days in advance. But then there was this very bitter sandstorm, so maybe he didn't make it very far away. We don't know.
These are the lands of around the Black Tower. You found the Skitterfolk caravan right around here. You began making your way down here, and it's somewhere around, like say here, where the tower. I guess it would have been this direction. Somewhere around here is where the tower would have been struck. What you learn is that there are basically 4 potential destinations relating to the Scorched Face Horde. The one is their sort of main, hideout, or where they typically rest. That's right around here. You're the kind of eastern tip of these, the northern spur of these hills. That's where they typically go back to. That's where they typically camp. There's a source of water there, so this is where their sort of main sort of base is. The 3 fallback positions they have are a place called the Black Valley, through a pass along here, a place, a set of ruins called Gayrog Domun, right here, and then a village called Lukmar Khas. I'll put those in chat. I'll label the map as well afterwards. Okay,
So, and we still don't really know why the Harrow mob came here in the first place. So maybe we suppose that they chased the artifact, the stone, as well. So.
So those are the places. What Lash would also tell you is that, like she and Zagorum have a way of leaving messages for one another. So if you do travel back to the actual like home base for the Scorchface Horde, their main camp, he may have left messages as to which of the 3 fallback positions he went to. That's assuming they don't just go into the horde, into the hills, but, you know, the Scorchface Horde are not blushing violets. They're not, you know, unable to fight the Harrow Mob, and they certainly won't be dead in one, you know, battle. So it's a question of which of those fallback positions that Deluk would be bringing all of them to, and more importantly for your purposes, where Zagorum would have gone. So, those are your options. I guess the other option is to go back to the Black Tower and reconvene, or, you know, unconventionally to go into the lands of the Harrow Mob, which may very well be empty at this point.
Yeah, we should challenge their leader. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm stealing your stuff. I'm in your base.
The good doctor should challenge their leader.
No, I think our leader should do this. This is the way that it will show.
Oh, Sally, good to have you again.
CEO.
I didn't see you over there. You've been. I see, Sally. You've been on vacation. Good to have you back.
So, it is evening. The sandstorm is still blowing outside. What are you guys intending on doing this evening? You've got your one captive, who we can now. I guess I can place him in the jail. Joom. Let me out! Let me out! Do you guys wish to talk amongst yourselves and leave Lash and the other 2 Scorchface Hordes? They're all allied or happy to follow Dr. Earthsprung now as well. You may remember he has the blessing of the Cinder Queen upon him. So, Dr. Earthsprung is a member of the gang.
Yep. Well, surely Golag and Basil can do a bit of interrogation or questioning of our captive.
Yeah. I think we have to? Yes, maybe we have to.
If we want to know what's going on and prevent the worst.
Yeah.
Let's see. So we want to know before we get to her. Is this the next day, Kevin? So, but let's see.
It's still the aftermath of your fight.
Yeah. Because we discussed my spell, but it's not. It would have to be tomorrow.
Yeah.
Just for timeline purposes. So, but before we want to know where they went, if in as much as they know, right? That's primary. That's a primary one. We want to know. We want to know if they have it. I mean, we presume they do, but let's not skip any obvious questions. That they have the artifact.
What? The Harrow Mob doesn't have the artifact.
Let's see. It was.
So the captive we have, he's from the other tribe, so not from the Scorchface Horde.
Oh, true. It was Scorchface that. It was. That's right. So the youngster with the Scorchface took it. And
sorry, I'm good. So there is a youngster from he wasn't that
Black Tower.
young.
Black Tower.
So right. There's a young one from the Black Tower who maybe has found something we don't know about.
Mm-hmm.
So he has become maybe some kind of magician, or he is possessed, or something like that.
Right.
So, but he is very, very powerful, and he seems to lead the Harrow Mob right now. We don't know why. If it's only temporary, we could ask. And then there is the other thing, that is the artifact that was brought by the Skitter folk that should have arrived at the Black Tower but never made it there.
Indeed.
And this stone is with, or Lash and her husband took it. And we want to follow her husband to get this artifact, to find out about the location of this things from the Unveiled Age, or so it was called.
And do horrible things to him?
I don't know if we want to do horrible things to anyone, but if we find maybe some old treasure or some old we might find something to face this young one who now leads the Harrow Mob, because I think we are not able to fight him directly. It can't be. Even his lower things were almost killing us. So without any additional help, I think we are no challenge to that. They killed a whole caravan of my folks. So I think that was why we didn't want him to get any more artifacts, and we wanted to get some information or artifacts to cancel his power, maybe from that Unveiled Age or so. At least that's my hope. I think that is.
We think it's just the husband, and who do we think is with him? Have we come up with anything there? If anyone.
No, I think he is alone, or maybe one or two are with him, but he is not. His tribe stayed behind here.
Lash said he fled. He fled with it. He's the second son of Deluk, so if anyone's going to survive what was seemingly a doomed defense, better to send him as the messenger than have him die or be captured. So, as far as you know, he's fled south. Where he actually ended up going, don't know. And the army of the Harrow Mob has moved on since capturing this place. So they seem to have annihilated the Skitterfolk caravan, realizing that what they were looking for was not there, continued south, hit this place, and then continued on into the Scorchface lands. At present, you don't know what the status of. It could very well be that the Scorchface horde held them off, and they are all still in their camp. But in the event that that has fallen, they'll go to one of the three fallback positions, or Zagorum may have just seen that that was going to happen and gone there anyway. This was all a bit of a surprise to the Scorchface horde. When Deluk, what they were expecting, the reason that Deluk or rather that Zagorum and Lash were here, is because they were expecting an attack from the Night Rats. What they were not expecting was for the Harrow Mob to suddenly, well, that's not true. This would have fallen before that. So.
But they didn't. At least they didn't expect that the Harrow Mob has now such powerful sorcerers in there.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And do we think that Lash's husband was already here, this being a Scorchface installation?
Yes, he fled from here.
Understood, but he was stationed here, or, he just... we don't know. Yeah, we don't know. Because it would have an effect on if he was here and he just happened, so they get attacked, they're surprised, and he makes off with the art. He kind of learns that you would have to have, well, not have to have, but he learned of the artifact that they had it like on the fly, or did he come here?
Okay, so that's one thing that was maybe missing in our summary. Remember, you learned last time he had contacts in Shadowspire City. Okay. They fed information. Okay. He knew something was of value in there And what he and Lash thought was that they can get in, steal the thing, and be off without without them. That they would never admit to one single thing being stolen. And then, unfortunately, one of the members of the caravan saw Zagorum was going to do something to him, and so Lash killed him. For the two of them, not to minimize it, because it becomes the devil of numbers, but they really only killed one person.
Yes.
It was the Harrow mob that annihilated the entire caravan, though the caravan did turn back as a result of the one death.
Yeah.
Does that help clarify things, Sean?
Yeah, I mean, they tried to steal it first, and the Harrow mob then came in afterwards.
No, they did steal it first.
They stole it first, and the Harrow mob came in afterwards.
Correct. Yeah.
And the Harrow mob hit this place.
Yep. Conquered it, in fact.
Conquered it, and this is where Lash, and presumably chasing Lash with the artifact, Lash's husband, with the artifact.
Presumably, yeah.
Presumably.
Yeah, we don't know, but we think it might have been this.
And so this member of the Harrow mob that we have captured is, is going to know, some, but not, maybe not. He's not with Lash. Huh? He's not with Lash's husband, so he was never with Lash's husband. In other words, they never conspired. He was just chasing them, presumably. So.
Yeah. He's a different tribe, so they wouldn't. But
I'm trying to triangulate to the questions. What would he know? What would he not know? That's my purpose here.
Yeah, I think he would know, and he should know, and maybe at least say something about who this new guy is, if they found a sorcerer, or if the sorcerer came to them, or whatever this new person is, and he will have heard something about him. Maybe the old chief of the Harrow mob is not in command any longer, or something. That would be interesting, at least to me, if they changed who they follow, because they changed all their tactics. They're now basically running with an army through the enemy's territory. And as far as I understood, there was some kind of struggle here and there, but there was never this kind of offensive, because they were very much like that. It was unheard of that they were so far inside the enemy's territory, or so. Seemed like very different.
All right, so I'm going to head over to the. Everyone can. It doesn't have to necessarily be just Basil and I. Everyone want to head on over to the cell.
Yeah, I can. Sally can join us, certainly. She has a way of words with.
Who speaks Orcish is a good question.
I do.
Golak, were you taking weekend courses, or?
I speak quite a few languages.
Nice.
They have brush-up courses at the Orcish athletic club.
Learning annex?
Yeah.
Oops.
Okay, so not Orcish. Dr. Earthborn, do you speak Orcish? I think Jotun, is that the lingua franca for everybody?
Yeah, Jotun was what we were using last week, I think.
Okay. Sally, do you speak Jotun?
No, Sally just speaks extreme violence.
Ah, okay. So, Sally, you speak neither Jotun or Orcish?
Nope.
Okay. Definitely a downtime activity to consider working up on your one of those languages for sure. With the ample amount of downtime you guys get in this campaign. So,
I speak Draconic. I should maybe brush up that a little bit.
Yeah?
Since we always find dragons somewhere. So.
I've been a bit of dragons, yeah. It's almost like I've got an axe to grind.
At this point, Basil's just bragging. Well, I speak diabolic, so.
Yeah, I too.
Oh.
Me too. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
All right, so the two educated folks are trying to outdo one another.
Yeah. With the stakes at nothing. Stakes are 0.
Yeah. We're using the most ancient tongue we know of.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you wish to contemplate or plan for what your interrogation is going to consist of? And I guess the other question is you want to interrogate this evening, or are you just going to try and settle in for tonight? And then a third question, do you intend to do anything to secure your location? I need to grab one book.
We should... Yeah, it's a good idea to secure the gate, make sure the gate's secure, and to set a watch. I mean, that's as far as secure the location, that's kind of the... And maybe, I don't know, there might be some magic involved. Not sure. I have to think about it. But
Doctor, you've sabotaged the gate such that it is currently open, right? Or is it currently closed?
Yeah, but I think it was successful enough that I could close it fairly easily.
Yeah.
If needs be. But, allowed access to open it from the gate and the tower, I think, where it was open from originally.
Yeah.
But I don't think the fort's been particularly badly damaged, has it? As in the structure or the walls. So I don't think it's weakened particularly. It's just undermanned, basically. Right. Yeah.
The upgrade for Igor to Siege Engine will be coming at Doctor's level 10. So.
Yeah, that's a little way away.
Anything else then, guys? With respect to when you wish to conduct the interrogation and what do you want to get out of this person?
So what are your top questions, Basil?
Yeah, I already said. I just want to know how this tribe now works and everything we can find out about this individual. So why did they come here? What does that person know about it? And why do they take orders from a child from the Black Towers now, and so on?
Sounds good. Let's I guess, do we want to do it today and possibly keep the magic aspect till tomorrow, or wait until tomorrow for the whole thing?
So you need magic to detect lies, Golak?
Oh, Basil. You'll be leading it. Don't worry. You're afraid that I will displace you as the lead interrogator. You can do it. I have full faith in you. I have full faith.
Yeah. No. Actually, I mean, if you want to, we can do it that way.
Well, it's a good. I mean, obviously, it's a good tool to have. But it's a matter. It doesn't have to be on the same. But it's a matter of whether it'd be useful to do all at once, or does it matter? I guess we just do it today. Let's just do it today, and if we need the magic tomorrow, I'll
throw out as well. There's nothing lost in letting that person stew necessarily for the evening as well.
That is also true. Yeah.
Let him contemplate his circumstances. Does allow everybody else to recover. Allows the doctor to reconstruct Igor.
Yeah.
I mean, he just needs heals. He's been stabilized, but now. Basil, what Lash did come to you as an aside to discuss this because the other 3 members of the Scorchface Horde, they don't know about the stone, they don't know about the theft. If they did, they would probably rightfully blame her for what's happened.
Yes, and they would kill her, and then we have no more information.
So how do you guys wish to manage that with the other 3 members of the Scorchface Horde? Who are all treating Dr. Ursprung as if he is a member and a ranking member of the Horde.
I think telling everyone that we want to find the Barum would be enough. I mean, they have no reason to believe that he somehow did something to endanger them or threaten the tribe. So I think we could just say that we want to follow him, and then find him before he is found by the Harrow mob. And that should be, I think, reason enough for them to come with us, but who knows?
Give us a diplomacy check. See how... The only reason is because I can see some of them wanting to push for... You okay with that, or...?
Yeah.
I should have given everyone a hero point at noon my time as well, so you should each have 2 at present.
Okay, so then I would use 1 and still have 1 and try to reroll. And it gets even worse. So yeah, maybe they want to keep this fort. I don't know.
The 3 who are unconnected, they're not going to push it. And if Dr. Earthsprung puts his foot down and says, no, we're going to wherever, they really want to go to the regular, like the home base. They want to go to the Scorchface camp. See what the conditions are there, and then if not there, their thought is there may be some indication if they've gone to the Black Valley, to Garog Damoon, or to Lukmar Cass. Dr. Hauer, I guess you guys haven't decided one way or the other where you're specifically going yet, so, Doctor, that is something that it's a not a responsibility, but it is something you can push. That if you tell them, no, we're going to X location, they'll go along with you.
Yeah, I think I'll wait to see what we learn from the captive and decide which... I mean, I would have thought we could always, like, visit the locations in order of, you know, as we come upon them even. You know, visit the first one, if it's not too far out of our way, and sort of see what we learn from that location, and then travel to the next one. But yeah, see if we learn anything. See if the others have been held up in the storm. Maybe we'll be able to catch them slightly. Don't know.
Okay. Then, what are you guys doing this evening?
Well, I'll be treating everyone and repairing Igor.
Yeah, everyone can restore their hit points to full.
Okay.
Including Igor.
Okay.
What about the rest of you guys? Basil, Golag, Sally?
I don't know if I had time last time to check what the head of this fortress left here, because maybe he did leave some things behind which could be of use.
Oh yeah, so we did in the fort, in the Discord. I've got that. You've got lesser dark vision elixir, 2 giant centipede
like
venoms, 3 lethargy poisons, a +1 striking rapier, a +1 striking composite short bow.
Oh yes, I see it. Yeah.
A 4-person tent, 3 sets of sand goggles, a repair toolkit, 8 Harrow Mob medallions, and assorted gems worth 2,280 gold pieces.
Yeah, I think we should. I mean, the tent and so on, that would be helpful. A repair toolkit can always be handy. Looking at Dr. Earthsprung there.
The Doctor has one built into Igor as well, but I mean, having a spare is not necessarily a bad idea. I think the only issue is the weight of I think those toolkits are kind of heavy, if I recall.
Yeah.
Like thieves' tools always surprise me with how fucking heavy they are.
Yeah, it's that portable anvil that is always a problem.
Yeah, really. Do you really need to bring the forge? I mean, you know, you never know. Okay, where is it here? You guys need to get yourself a bag of holding.
Yeah. Yeah, but you can't. I mean, if you want to do anything, you need to have your lucky anvil. I mean, that's.
Yep. A repair toolkit's only 1, a weight of 1. So, not terribly heavy. Okay, so, you guys can feel free to distribute those. I guess the only things are the striking... I mean, the rapier and the composite shortbow, I think you guys might have better gear than what this stuff is, but if you wish to distribute that amongst people, or if you wish to keep it as like bounty to or booty to sell at the Black Tower or wherever you end up.
Yeah, makes sense to take at least the valuable things with us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Golag might be very, very much in favor of that.
Yeah, Golag,
That's
what's the
feisty.
salvage clauses in the employment contracts?
Yeah. So 30% of everything we find we can keep, and the rest is his.
30% was last contract.
And now it's
It is geographically restricted to Paridar. You're in Arthum now, so it's an open negotiation.
It's different now. It's different numbers. You have to go to appendix, number.
Understood. You're going to want to find a good counsel with the call to the Arthumian bar to negotiate that for you. Anything else you guys wish to do this evening?
Work on spells, just narratively, and mechanically for the morning.
Okay. Then, if everyone is prepared, unless there's anything else you guys wish to do this evening.
Well, and also probably set we need a watch of some kind, I would think, at the wall.
Yep.
Take turns.
The 3 members of there are 3 guard towers, and there are 3 members of the Scorchface Horde remaining, and there are, I believe, 3 sets of sand goggles. So if you wish to distribute amongst those other than Lash, that'll also give you an opportunity to push them out to the towers and have an opportunity to speak frankly with Lash.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Then, I guess, for that evening, is there anything that anyone else wishes to ask of Lash? Basil had an opportunity to have a conversation with her, but I don't... Doctor, did you talk to her last time as well? Or did you just talk to Basil about what he had learned?
I think we just I couldn't communicate with her directly, so I think I just got involved in the general conversation.
Do you speak Jotun?
Yeah. Oh, no, we did. Yeah, we spoke with Jotun, didn't we? Yeah, we did. Yeah, because I think I was the one that worked out that she was acting very suspicious and sort of got Basil to speak to her further about the Skitterfolk caravan, and yeah, that's when we got to the bottom of that. But yeah, I don't think there's anything I can think of that I need to know.
Okay. I should have said this at the outset as well, too, but for those who may be joining us later, at the time of recording, it's been a month since we played last, so part of the reason we're doing a lot of more catch-up than usual this time is because we've had the full, 1-month gap. Then, anything else you guys wish to do this evening? Because you rolled so well earlier, Dr. Ursprung, on the sense motive, or rather the perception check. Lash, now that she's free and doesn't have the, the focus of escape on her mind, for an orc, seems particularly despondent. She is keeping her distance from you all. She's sitting at a campfire on her own. She seems consumed by her thoughts.
But she did say that she wasn't influenced by anyone particularly. She wasn't under the control of anyone, or it was her decision, to attack. And
they just thought Zagorum got word from a contact that this thing was being brought out, and the two of them together, and 2 ambitious young people without anyone else to set them, point out downsides to a plan. They nearly got away with it as well. You know, they managed to get out of there with only one fatality among the caravan, but sadly, that's one too many. They're going to have to go back to the next save state and then redo the stealth mission.
I'll probably try, you know, when I'm tending to her wounds or whatever, I'll try and console her in any way that I can. But
sure. Say diplomacy check, please.
Yeah, it's not great.
I hear a point then. You're getting one more.
He's
doesn't care.
He's bedside manner. He's still working on that.
Okay.
He's more man of action than words most of the time.
If you are like, you know, she understands the Jotun tongue that you're speaking, but it doesn't really seem to make a difference. She just
He's more doing it to try and keep her on side and get some more information out of her. He's probably not that genuine about it, so that's probably why it's not coming across too well. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Then, anything else? Evening passes, and we get to go to the best part of the game. Sally, Golag, and Basil, would you each give us a D20 roll, please?
Weather.
I question that. That's really the best part of the game.
There will be some, if you watched yesterday's session of Warhammer, you may find some slander for the absence of the tracker. So we were talking about, there may be someone who may be joining the game, and we were talking about what what suggestions they have for it. The first suggestion that they had was like, let's get a tracker. They're like, what's that Darren's character is?
Well, didn't they hire a tracker? I mean, what's he doing? Jeez.
All right. It is a scorcher tomorrow again. And let me just check. Let's see.
I mean, they should really do something about that climate here. It seems very, very strange.
I got a approval from a Louisiana native on my pronunciations yesterday. So I'll take
Research.
Okay. Fair.
That is interesting.
Oh, fuck. Okay, so tomorrow it will be 120 Fahrenheit, which translates to about 49 degrees Celsius.
There you go.
Fortunately, there is no wind, so it is just baking, and unsurprisingly, no precipitation. But yeah, it is just going to be a fucking scorcher of a still day tomorrow.
Personal fans in full.
Yeah.
Magical fans could be a fortune in this world. Could be a.
Well, you need to get a what do you call it? A fan bearer or whatever.
Oh, I need fan bearers.
You also need to invest in some fronds. I think you need some palm fronds to be. That if you're aspiring to being a shadow tyrant, you're going to need to have fan bearers with palm fronds.
It's a no-brainer. It comes with the basic package.
Yep, you got to start making a list of the tyrant, must-haves. Everyone has, if you have any class abilities that refresh after your, on a daily basis, you get those back. Go get all your spell slots back, or rather, you can prep your spells once again.
Yeah.
No spell slots. What are you doing today? Dawn comes in. You can imagine how different the vantage is, and in the absence of the sandstorm from before, you can see that the fort itself is actually in a really ideal position for having an incredible vantage of pretty much anyone approaching the Scorchface lands from sort of the western, side. There has been no report of no interference or no sign of any movement, and absent any kind of magic or other, means of concealing themselves, you'll be able to see people coming from very far away. What are we doing today?
Yeah, and then let's have this conversation with the captive.
Okay.
Yeah. Golek, can you make can you do some witchcraft to have some kind of transportation, like making a carpet fly or so?
I can cause someone to fly for 5 minutes. We've done that once. And
Yeah.
In this fortress.
Yeah.
Maybe we can pretend we had this conversation early in the morning as I was sifting through my spell paperwork, my book, as dawn was rising.
When the first sort of wan light of early or the dim light of early dawn comes, the watch will come down and wake Dr. Ursprung and announce that there was nothing seen through the night. The sandstorm has blown past. If a big sandstorm has blown past, I wonder if the Black Tower is sending out dune chasers, or whether that tradition is on hiatus for now.
And that morning, as long as you're asking, Basil, I think that's the only transportation that would come into play here. But what about object reading? What about, so we have reading a person magically. What about reading a thing magically? Now, we don't have, at the moment in our possession, we don't have any low-hanging fruit there. We just have a pile of stuff they left that wouldn't be useful. But will we have something in the future, like the item, but that might not be today, but it might be today?
Yeah.
That would, it gets into a deeper question of what it would replace, but I'm just throwing out things since you asked. There's no transportation besides fly.
How far back does your object reading spell go at the level you can cast it? So I think it's by, the caster level is what limits how far back you go. At least we were looking at object reading in PF1 yesterday, so it is fresh in my mind.
Yeah, and talking with the dead also.
We start the session, and Ingol starts talking up an ability his character does not get until level 7, and he's level 5.
Within the last year. It's pretty good.
That is pretty good, yeah.
That's at its highest that I can cast it at 4th.
Yeah.
If I chose it there, yeah, I could choose it in a variety of spell slots, and that's the highest one if I chose it at its highest 4th. Yeah, I'm just throwing it out there. It's not if we came upon an item, let's say the artifact. Obviously, we could wait overnight. In any case, at worst, we could wait overnight and have access to that. So, just to put it in perspective, I don't have to make
I think if we move outside, we will most certainly at some point have to fight our way out of some situation. So,
assuming we don't cook first as we move outside, just base.
Yeah, I don't really know how to get. As a real person, I would say I would never get outside if it's
right.
Degrees. That's stupid.
Especially with no cover, it's one thing if you're dashing from building to building. It's another thing if you're going, let's just go out in the desert for hours in 120 in 49.
How's that saying go? Mad dogs and
Californians.
We're hardy.
I was at Canadian retirees in Phoenix as well.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Phoenix would be the place.
It's a weird thing where there's just a lot of, because Phoenix is a single flight from Calgary in the 2008 crisis, which didn't affect Canada quite as badly as it did the U.S. There was a shit ton of people who bought property in Phoenix from Canada, and they've, what is it, 2008, so it'd be 12, 16 year, 18 years later, it's the retirement homes for a lot of these people. They're heading down there. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's basically, substitute Canada and Phoenix with the UK and northern Spain. Because that, from what I understand, was what a lot of British folks were doing for years as well. So what, who's going to be leading the interrogation then of this fella?
Basil? What do you think?
I can do.
There you go.
Yeah.
You've been chomping at the bit. Come on.
I don't really know. Yeah,
the reluctant interrogator, the name of your next novel or your next.
Yeah, no. I was just thinking that unless you next, if I don't want to, you say that it's my job description that I need to operate the fan or so. So I don't.
I never said that. That's other. That's far higher ranking than that. Far higher. No, this is good because your reluctance will look. I'm so sorry I have to do this. Now let's get to business, and others can be the bad cop, but the bad interrogator, as it were.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I guess Basil, and we'll all be there, I think, unless I don't know, Doctor, you gonna be busy doing other things? You're probably free at this point.
No, I think I'm covered now. I think we're all good. So I'm happy to join.
Good. And Sally?
Where would you like to conduct this interrogation?
Anything better than the cell? Let's see. So the cell is the baseline. What is better than the cell, if anything?
That storage room on the side?
Yeah, storage room.
There's, I guess, where you guys are currently in sort of the, the leaders sort of area.
Anyone? I don't have any. I'm not sure. Nothing's popping for me as far as much better than the cell. Does anybody else have any thoughts?
No.
Let's do it in the cell.
Okay.
Or do you want to have him, I don't know, a comfortable chair or use a bed over there in the...
So not strung from the ceiling, is that what you're saying? Not hanging, the
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what I think if the cells, I mean, we had this cells here, which seemed like really a bad place. So he's kind of humane in a way in the storage thing. As far as I understand.
You're saying that the storage would be more humane? I may have misunderstood. What do you think?
No, I think that if I understood that he was kept in the storage room as his cell. Is this wrong?
And we're saying this is the
cell where the Haramob had been, or the Scorpius Horde had been kept.
Yeah,
and these two places, I just put him in there because there's.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, the storage room is over here.
And I
might as well use the cell.
That's where you guys remember. That was one of the ways you can come down from the platforms where the towers are.
Yeah.
You come down from there into the. Yeah.
No. I was confused. Sorry.
Okay.
So but let's talk to him. I mean, come on.
Okay. So if you guys approach the cell, he will keep his distance. I'm assuming you disarmed him as well. Is he down to a loincloth, kind of prisoner, or have you left him with any other, shirt?
I mean, what do you want to wear any more than a loincloth in this situation? I don't know. I may be down to a loincloth. Right?
They are used to this too. So like the fabrics you'd use for it are going to be lighter and more, breezy, light colors and such. So.
We are going to be looking like trailer trash in this photo.
We really are. Sweating, a little dirty, loincloths.
Well, I think the Sally has changed outfits since, but when she first arrived here, I don't think you had a pith helmet, but you did have jodhpurs on. So you had a very, abroad in the colonies vibe to your outfit, at least at first. So if he's in there, he's going to keep himself on the far side of the cell, and he has kind of a captive animal, look to him.
Mm-hmm.
He will not be the first one to speak.
Yeah. Obviously. So we come to get some answers from you.
His shoulders kind of untense. You seek to bow before the blazing king?
Is that what you call the Black Mage?
He is
The
a
young
simple
folk?
mage. Gorza the Cursebreaker said that our time would come. And the blazing king came to raise us.
Oh. And how do you cope with the fact that he is in the body of one of the children of the Black Tower?
He is the blazing king.
I understand.
He kind of looks at you and his head cocks. I thought we killed all of you.
Yeah. Unfortunately, for you and your Blazing King, you missed one.
Your cowardly sort is good at sniveling, crying, and hiding. It is a oversight that they will rectify, rat.
So you think your folks are coming back to fight us here again?
I think
Your
if
leader
you
ran
have,
away.
if you have any sense, you will fall on your knees and wait for the blazing king to return. And pray that Gorza Cursebreaker does not demand your death. Though she is not one to leave a task unfinished, rat. You are dead. Your companions, perhaps there is yet hope for them. And she looks at you, Dr. Ursprung, and he says, "What are you?" He's speaking in Orcish, so maybe you don't understand what he's asking.
No.
So yeah, I would just.
I'll translate. Since Basil's doing the main point person, I'll do the.
Yeah.
I will fill in Doctor dutifully each time.
Yeah. So I get it right. Your Harrow Mob horde is run by the Cursebreaker, and now you have the Blazing King.
She foretold his coming. When Kogan died at her blade, she said it would come. She said she would shake her curse, and she did. She said she would rule the Harrow Mob, and she does. And she foretold the coming of the Blazing King. He came. Now all will burn.
I see.
She
So
looks up at points at Dr. Ursprung. Is your creature stupid?
He does not speak your language. He speaks the language of the Jotun. Do you speak the Jotun language?
He turns to you once again, Dr. Ursprung, and now in Jotun, and says, "What are you? A creature? A creation?"
So this is not this is of no concern of you. We're asking the questions. You need to answer them, and I'll just let Basil carry on.
If you give Gorza the secrets of your biomancy, she may not pull you piece by piece to the bits of which you're made, creature. Fall on your knees. Ask forgiveness of the Blazing King, and you may yet remain whole. If not, we always have need for parts.
I will not beg to your leader, whoever that may be.
Then we will take
You
what
could
is
show him
due
the
to
thing.
us. We will take what is left when you fall. And
So-
what is that? He says in Jotun, pointing at Sally. What terror? Did you find it under a rock? It's hideous.
I'll keep translating.
It's what he's saying. I don't mean this. So yeah, and then he points. You have a slave among you, and he shifts back to Orcish. You, slave. Are you here because they are too stupid to understand a simple tongue?
He's clearly looking at me, right?
At you, yeah.
So, yeah, I roll my eyes. Surely you could do better than that. You're the one in a cage.
For now. Kill me.
You think you're
It
ma-
makes no difference. Your fates, they are burned into stone.
Watch what you wish for. You're useful as of now. You might as well stay that way. That way you can perhaps serve your master, though I doubt it, in the future.
I think your masters will be very disappointed in you because you were captured alive. I mean, even among my folks, this would be dishonest. But
You who crawls and hides, cries and seeks out help from monsters, you would lecture me on
Yes.
cowardice.
yes. So you call your new leader the Curse Breaker. You realize that she brought the curse of my folks upon you.
Yes, terrifying. You arriving with 3, a slave and 2 monsters. I am sure the heart of the blazing king grows cold in terror.
That's okay. Mock me if you want.
It is fun.
Okay, I think
He then suddenly seems to notice something and then points at Dr. Ursprung. You are marked in Jotun. You are property of the Scorched Face. Did they trade you in payment to these rats to offer some hope of survival for them? Patchwork creature passed around like an unfavored toy. Pathetic.
So, Central Master, what do you think he's doing now in his great glorious ascension?
What do you think he is doing? Are you fearful, slave? Do you
Question.
lie in terror, wondering what he is doing to your kind? He is laying them waste, and we will use their parts for profit. Does
What was
that
the
help
plan?
you?
No, not enough. What was the plan exactly? So you were attacking the initial caravan, and then you came, since you failed, you came here. Why did you come here?
He looks at you, Basil. You have your slave ask questions for you?
yeah, you believe that he's a slave, but he isn't. I mean, you're blazing whatever, and also it only took 4 of us to recapture this fort and to drive your leader away. So, I mean, who is powerless here?
You can invent what stories you wish, rat. It does not change the fact of the matter.
I think I'm going to cast the spell at this point.
Okay? I assume it's biting words.
Right. My bad.
Fuck you,
my
buddy.
bad.
Boom.
Yeah. Oops.
Sorry, guys, I didn't know the safety was off.
Yeah. So I'll cast Mind Probe.
Okay. So he's a save. Let's see here.
I guess Sally will see this conversation is all going a little odd, even though she can't make out the words. So we'll crack her knuckles quietly while watching.
Okay. He is a 27, I think you said, right? For, let me see, it's up here. Yeah, 27.
Yeah,
so he failed his save. So you can ask a question to access information in the memories and knowledge. And just to remember, he's not having a conversation with you. You can ask a question and get information of what is in that knowledge, just to manage expectations. So what is your total duration is 10, so you have 10 questions, basically.
I will take a step back,
Okay.
a little bit to what are our top questions?
Yeah, maybe you guys could do this before going in,
before.
or you could have done this before going in too. I think you guys have. It's not the first time that the what do they call it? The Shadow Illuminations Detective Agency has had to grill a suspect.
It's not the first time I've pulled information in the study out of some poor sap.
Yeah. He doesn't realize that it's only a diversion that we talk to him.
Yeah. And for roleplay purposes too, guys, no one has made use of intimidate. No one has made use of whatever. So that is where he is right now.
We're just using banter at the moment. It's
exactly. So in the event that you use those tools, he may respond differently.
Yeah. So
but 10
So-
questions.
Yeah.
Assuming he doesn't make successful deception checks.
Basil?
I just wanted to know. So he seemed to be afraid of us in the beginning. So the question is whether he is or whether he convinced us that he isn't afraid of us anymore, convinced himself. So can I judge whether he is still afraid and just playing the confident type, or whether he really believes that his Blazing King is so all-powerful? So that would be my question, and not the question for Sean's question.
Well, go ahead. Why don't we ask that one and we can proceed?
So let's get the list of 10 together, or whatever you want to do, and then we'll go through with them, just because I think that'll be easier than having to stop and go back. Because the thing is, you would not have the opportunity to process the answers and then ask the next question.
No. But that was something I would just wanted to use my normal skills to get some idea of.
So what it did before you guys back out? Then what did you want to ask him?
No, I don't want to ask him. I just want to understand or get an impression with my empathy whether he's deceiving and just playing the confident type, or whether he really is so confident right now that.
Yeah, give us a perception check, please.
36.
This feels very rehearsed. That all of what you're seeing right now, there is an element of bravado, of bona fide confidence to what's going on here, but this all feels like he's falling into a pattern of interaction that is, if you were to guess, this may be like this whole like bragging thing and like insulting and whatever else. This may be part of harrow mob kind of subculture.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what you're picking up. That's a really, I don't know if that's quite a crit, but it's very close to it. If not, let's see. 9. That is a crit, in fact. Yeah. You could ask me a follow-up question if you'd like, then, because of the crit.
Okay.
Based on that observation.
Yeah, I don't really. I mean, I have so. The only thing that I would so in my understanding, he's very low level in the Harrow mob. He's not one of the. So yeah, I think.
Like, he would be ranked high enough to be able to be part of the raid, and however much, like, whether him being left behind here means he is more important than, like, the lowest of the low or not is I mean, an open question, but he's certainly not like the leader. Like, you fought and killed some of the other more important members. There's that fella with the bow and the poison. There's the boss fella. Yeah, so like
he's not even on the sergeant level. He's more like normal.
Probably, yeah. He's probably like the troop level.
Yeah.
But he may have an opinion, even if he doesn't know.
Yes. Just
yeah,
so yeah.
And if you think of it, like think of it in terms of like a mafioso kind of thing. Like even like sort of like gun thugs, they have their own sort of like, to have reached that point, they've gone past where other people are in the organization. So he's probably in that sort of like the important tier of things, but he's not very high up in it.
Yeah, but that's maybe enough. So yeah, go like just don't want to spoil your thing there. So
no, it's
we're already at our mid-session break. Why don't we take our mid-session break now? Kev, is that because you're out of coffee? I mean, it's a happy coincidence, guys. But take our mid-session break, and then we'll come back and figure out what your 10 questions are going to be.
Okay. If anyone has any thoughts while you're type them into the chat. Pop them into the chat. If if you're sitting over there bored for your 5 minutes, pop it in.
Excellent. Oh, you mean, sorry, in chat on the stream, or?
No.
Crowdsourcing your interrogation?
Right, roll crowdsourcing!
Love it. All right, so for those listening at home, we'll be back in about 5 minutes.
So does your computer work now, James?
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
I just can't switch it off.
Okay.
I can't update it either.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Now we need to number the questions.
Okay. Oh, we're just waiting for James to get back. Does the Blazing King hold item? Okay.
I'm not sure whether this.
So the question, what specifically and exactly was your master's plan? Way too complex of a question. For you to be able to get, so you're going to want to break that down. It's effectively something that needs to be answered in like a short answer or a short sentence. You can't be like, what are the contents of, Oliver Twist, and then get that as an answer. I guess the other thing to consider is, I guess more critical for it, the duration's only a minute. So if my answer takes longer than a minute, it's going to eat into the number of questions you can ask. I actually hadn't thought of that, so you may only have 5 questions. Like, assuming that I'm able to answer in 6 seconds, you may only have 5 questions in order to ask, because it only lasts for 60 seconds. Can you? And you can't constant. Oh yeah, it's only sustained up to a minute. Okay. Yeah, so that's, I guess, Goleg. That's a more consequential answer. Is that like because the spell only lasts that long, you're only going to have a minute to be able to get answers as well. So, with that, I guess first, so how many versions of that spell have you prepared, or copies of it? Have you done only one, or?
I just did one.
Just did one. Okay, so you have a minute in order to ask questions and get answers.
Yeah.
I will tell you, I'm not going to try and, play DM bullshittery with long answers either. Unless the questions give me excuse to.
Yeah, but to foster my demoralization, I brought the head of the dead already. So.
That's a great mug.
It's an interrogation mug if I ever seen one.
Yeah, really.
Yes.
Look how happy he is to be decapitated and his skull turned into a goblet.
Yeah, I got this on my vacation. I couldn't resist to buy it.
Very nice. Did you go to Legoland or?
No. It was completely not. I did it just random. They had this there in the store, and yeah.
I may have told the story before, but I had when I was in Toronto, I picked up a cool Justice League mug that had George Perez art on the outside of it, and I really liked it. And to the point I used it at when I, a previous job at the office. But the night staff would come in and grab everything and put it in the dishwasher. So the next morning, someone may grab it. So I'd constantly have to keep fucking sending emails to the firm to be like, "Did anyone grab my Justice League mug?"
Boy, thieves! I tell you what, thieves.
I started hiding it because they don't know, right? Like there's people. Some people had their own mugs. Some people just use ones that whatever was available, and it was a very cool mug.
That's what they told you, Kevin. That's what they said.
Yeah, it was an act of aggression. I agree.
Yeah, right?
What I started doing is routinely hiding it in my desk at the end of each night. So.
One of the most funny bits. Normally I don't like that stuff, but there's this one with Conan O'Brien in the office where they chase some mug. Some of the colleague has written an email. He's missing that and that, and then he just in every office room he just tries to find out whose mugs they use and where they are and what kind of things moved around. And this very chaotic, but very nice.
Nice. All right. James, not sure if you're back, but we can't see you. If so. Anyway, well, listen, if he's not... Sally can't speak the language anyway. Oh, you back?
I'm back, but somehow I can't see you, so let me try again.
Oh, okay. So what questions do you want to prioritize? I'll start the timer when you're ready to start asking questions.
Let's see here. Let's keep a little bit more, just another minute of
contemplating.
Yes.
I will pre-roll my deception rolls as well too, so we're not wasting time with me making those. Assuming you're going to get at least 4 questions out here.
Yeah.
Okay. And I mentioned this yesterday, but I'm using the cool Invincible dice tray that I got.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. Okay. Oleg, have you got it narrowed down to most important to least important questions? I didn't plan for this too, but this is actually helpful because I can give answers pretty quickly without umming and ahhing too much by seeing what the questions are. Sorry, I interrupted you there, Sean. You were going to answer?
No, I was just going to say, what does everyone else think? I'm thinking that the number, let's see, I think that King arrive. When did the Blazing King arrive? And you're asking, Basil, you're asking when did he arrive at the fort at this particular installation?
No. When did he arrive with the tribe? So when did he show up?
The
first time.
Yeah. The Harem?
And maybe even when this guy had first heard of him. Would that be useful?
Yeah, he said that this Cursebreaker foretold his coming. So he had first heard of him when she foretold his coming. After stabbing the leader before. So we know that, but not the exact date. I mean, if that is important.
And the Cursebreaker took over the Harem mob, is our understanding, right?
Yes.
That's what he said, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. When he first arrived, okay. I understand I was just clarifying your context there. Yep.
So yeah, when did he first arrive at the Harem mob? And we could make the question more explicit. And then I don't know if he is even knowing whether there is some physical master, but I mean, we can ask. But I think the most important question is, where did he go? So we could maybe follow them or go into a different direction.
Okay.
But it might be that he doesn't know.
Sure. Yeah, it may be where he suspects, you know. Okay. So let's see. I would say, and how many in his army is not inconsequential. Since we're chasing them, approximately 1,000. There's where you're chasing approximately 1,000 foes. So
yeah, but in his troop right now, I don't know if we need to know. So I don't know what one would understand what his army is, but I don't know how this mind probe things work.
The force that he left here with is what I took that question to be.
Yes, yeah.
So I would say where he went would be number one. I would.
Noting too, you're actually not asking these out loud, right? Like you're just interrogating his mind.
True.
Yeah.
This is the information. I guess. Yeah, I'd word it. This is the information I'm looking for. In order of. I'm looking for where he thinks they went, where he went, where he thinks they went, where he thinks his master went, what does everybody else think? Number two.
How many were with him is cool, and then the one whether this Blazing King uses some item.
Yeah, I think that's totally true. All these are in the now and moving out from in the now. I agree with that. Meaning, like, where did he go right now? Because we're looking to chase him right now. How many are in his army or his current force? Because that's what we'll run into. So these are all. I think this is a good structure. Third is, does he wield some magic scepter that you've seen? Whatever that be, a ring that this guy knows of. And then after that, getting farther away from the here and now, it would be even farther. Would it be? Do you think
when did he join the Harrow mob? Because then we can tie it in and make sure it is the Black Tower young Dune Chaser. Because
Basil's question.
Yeah. When did he join the Harrow mob, or when did he lead the Harrow mob? Whatever.
And then perhaps, does he physically dwell somewhere? Like this is just his personification, but he actually dwells in the castle of the so-and-so, whatever. He actually physically dwells when he's not possessing young Black Tower people. He actually resides in the so-and-so. Where does he reside? Where does he physically reside? Is he himself when he's not possessing people?
So, guys, just to manage expectations again, like you got a minute. So it may be good to prioritize, like, what are your 3 most important questions, and then what are the 2 ones that if you can squeeze in with time.
So those questions were in order. So the number 1 question was where did he go? Number 2 question is what force did he leave with? Okay. Number 3 question is that we wanted was does he have a magic item? Is his power welded through a magic item?
You're also going to want to be precise in your questions. Where did the Blazing King go from here? Is I assume what you're looking for, right? Where did the Blazing King go from here? What force did he leave here with? Okay. What does he use? Does he wield a weapon or item that gives him his power? Number 3. When did he first arrive at the Harrow mob to lead them? Good. Okay. And lastly, where does he physically reside? So he's currently possessing someone, presumably. Where does his physical body preside? Does he live in the castle of the so-and-sos? Where does he live? He's got a nice split level with
he's got a dasha. Everyone has a dasha.
With Gorja the curse breaker. They've always been dreaming of it,
Yeah, those two lovebirds.
Little gazebo in the backyard. It's nice. It's great for those 49-degree weather days.
Yes.
You know?
When they're not flaying people, they are romantics. They are.
I don't want to trigger any jealousy here, Golag, but they do have a lot of palm frond bearers. So that's on Golag's mind. I won't even. Once you hear it, how can you not think about it? You know,
49-degree weather. How can you not think about it?
It is. Yep. I tell you, yesterday my mind went to fronds quite often. Ben, what do you?
I mean, but just this very stupid remark, but. Sorry.
What do you got? No, I'm eager. This is just eagerness.
Yeah, I love this.
What do you got?
I'm prompted.
Yeah. So, if I mean, at that temperature, the nickname Sunslayer doesn't seem like this bad of an idea. I mean,
there's a reason he's king.
In the land of the blind, the one-eyed man.
Yeah, this thing with the whale sun. Come on, this sounds like a great idea.
I thought for sure you're gonna go into photosynthesis, Basil, or Ingolf, I should say. Ingolf, I thought for sure photosynthesis was coming. I don't know, because of our conversation yesterday. Okay, sounds good. And does anyone have any like that was a terrible lineup of questions? Last second, anyone want to this is like when someone's about to get married. Is there anyone in the church that objects to this union?
No, it's your life. You have to live with it.
Did I get a little carping from the? I knew it. A little carping from the frontline employees.
He reserves the right to criticize after the fact, but he will not offer suggestions.
You meant to say grouse. Let me fix it for you. Grouse. He reserves the right to grouse and.
Okay.
No. I think it's very good, actually.
It is a minute of time. You let me know when you want to ask the first question.
We're ready.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Where did the Blazing King go from here?
In search of his power.
What force did he leave here with?
The force which he arrived with, less us.
Does he wield a weapon or item that gives him his power?
His blazing staff is a representation of the might of the Blazing King. Halfway.
When did he actually arrive at the Harrow Mob to lead them?
Less than a month ago. And glory has been our right since. 10 seconds.
When your master is not controlling others, where does he physically reside?
He resides in... Spell's over. So this has happened while he has been unaware. This is just information you have plucked from his mind. Pretty useful spell. I failed every one of my deception checks, by the by. So Golag, you are the only one who is aware of those answers.
So I will. We'll leave the cell. I will usher everyone out of the cell.
You need to be within 30 feet of him, right? So you could have been here.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair point.
Augustus.
I will. I'll probably have done it from maybe a distance.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. And then we'll need to huddle up. Now there's no time constraint, so let's huddle up and let's have a conversation about. I'll relate the answers.
Okay.
So does this fit with the timeline of the missing child?
It does. You guys have been traveling for 2 weeks now, so it was the timeline is effectively perfect for around the time the Dune Chaser went missing is when the Blazing King arrived.
Do we want to ask him any follow-up questions?
Now, he doesn't know. Let me do you a favor here, guys. Turn the wind off.
I think we could, for one thing, sharpen up the numbers he left with. So obviously we didn't really get anything from him on that answer, on that search of his brain. So to sharpen up, did he leave with 25, 30, 100? We could sharpen that up. That'd be.
You can ask the others here, right? Like these folks saw the army.
True.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let's just we'll broaden. Oh, they say hundreds?
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
Not 1,000, but in the hundreds of members.
Yeah, then no way to attack him directly. So,
that also means if they brought, like, what they could tell you is that, like, the Hero Mob effectively brought everybody. You know that clip from The Professional of Gary Oldman?
Yeah.
Everyone!
Yeah.
I think I told you guys this before, too. Like, he whispered that line in rehearsal every time until the day they were actually shooting, and then fucking screamed it like a maniac to get genuine reactions from everybody.
Nice.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, there's no doubt they are, like, it's an invading army they brought. They brought every single person who was in fighting form of the Hero Mob out.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Let's see. Besides that, so we got the staff. That's useful. That was very kind of specific. He does have a magical staff. To Dr. Ersprung's question, whether all his go ahead.
And his first answer as well. What he was in search of.
Yeah. I'm just going through them because they're in I'm not in any. Yeah, no, in no particular. Absolutely, he was searching for his power. That was an interesting answer. His power.
His power. The source of his power. So I think he has power and he uses them, but the source of his power might be something that is still hidden somewhere in the sunken lands there.
Yeah, so does that mean then he's looking for the stone to then locate the source of his power? Is that what
I would think so. I would think so.
Yeah, that makes more sense than the stone being the source of his power.
Right. Yep.
Yeah. It's buried, basically. It's lost, forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to retrieve it.
So the real source of his power is buried, is our theory, but his staff gives him, magical mage abilities to try to carry out this task. Let's see. Yeah, the timeline we've already discussed, that the assistance that probing inquiry helped with, and the two things then. One thing, because hundreds. He's with hundreds. We could really use to sharpen up where he went. So, it's helpful that we got that statement from him and we just talked about it, that he's searching for the source of his power. Was that useful? It was, but it wasn't useful in the sense that I asked it, actually, which is like, where exactly did he go? Where on this map? Put your finger where you think he went. That's the other thing too.
Enter the location in Google Maps, please. And
in the Sunslayer app right here.
Yeah.
So again, could we ask Lash where she thinks the stone's going?
Where the stone is going, or where the army is going?
Well, I think that is potentially the sort of the same thing, or could be the same thing.
And that's the thing. So
she knows.
She did answer that before. Zagorum, she's not sure because there really wasn't time to fully plan. It's not clear if he's going to go. He would likely go to the camp first, but then after that, which of the three, follow-up positions. Each of those are also, like, they're not public knowledge either. They are part of the ruling family, so they would sort of know what the contingency plans are, and members of the the fighting force would know about that, but it's not necessarily something that would be shared with outsiders. So those other three secret positions, it's a unaffiliated, or a village that is loosely affiliated that they could fall back to. It's a crater called the Black Valley that they could go to. It's the ruins of some city called, where is it here? The Gerog de Moon.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, I would say that we would target the main Scorchface camp, village, town, whatever we want to call it. And I would hope that we would see an army if we, started to catch up with them, or if they were traveling anywhere near us, we'd see them before they would see us, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen our perception rolls.
Yeah.
They were great. 36.
But even Dr. Ursprung's quite stealthy in sand.
Yeah.
That's his best stealth rolls.
Yeah. Nevertheless, I would still want to speak to the prisoner a little bit more.
Yeah.
Just maybe get some additional things that he thinks about stuff.
While you guys are prepping, I think one of the other members of the Scorchface Horde will sort of, make herself known and kind of ask to speak to Dr. Ursprung.
Yeah, that's fine.
She kind of looks over at the other members and gives you the impression she was hoping to speak to you separately. But if you...
Yeah, I've got no problem with that.
Okay.
I could step to one side to the storeroom, whatever.
She says, Doctor, what do we intend to do after you question this one? Do we follow the Horde to the Scorchface home? Do we remain here to keep this safe? And what do we do with this one? I trust we slay him once he has given all that is necessary.
To answer your question, it's not completely decided, but I believe that we will probably head for the Scorchface main tribe location first.
We all go?
I think this place is no use for now. It sounds like the whole of the Hallow Mob forces are already past this defensible position, so it no longer serves its purpose. So it would be useless to stay here at this time.
We agree. And she kind of looks around. Doctor, I fear that Lash, she is hiding something.
Have you any idea what that might be?
I know not, but she carries more than the sorrow of a wife fearing for her spouse. There seems a worm eating her.
Do you trust her? Have you been with her long? Fought side by side?
She is young and foolish. Let me hit reconnect on my side. I'm slowly losing camera. It's like you guys are being taken by a monster.
Yeah, I just had to reconnect.
All right, got everybody. Let me write down that idea, though. Character slowly taken by camera monster. Got it. She says, she seems young and foolish. Zagorum fancies himself clever. He is no warrior. And she and we did not agree that Zagorum would send word. She and Lash and Zagorum made that arrangement, and Lash told us he was gone. You ask me if I trust her? I would have before. I do not now.
Well, if she hides something from you, then hopefully when the time is right, she will give you the information you're looking for. But this situation, this Harrow mob, and this powerful leader they seem to have now invading your lands is the utmost importance, and that's what we should be focused on.
And she takes another step forward towards you. She's clearly like impressed with your position, you know, and it's a look of concern. It's a look of desperation almost. And she says, and if she is a traitor, if she is the reason for this,
then my friends will find that out.
She adds little to our force. She is not incapable of combat, but she is no champion. One against their numbers would not matter. We should leave her here. I do not trust her. And then he kind of steps back, and you can see like she's clearly uncomfortable for having overstepped, you know, and told a leader in the Horde what to do.
Yeah, I mean, I won't take any notice of her invading my space or whatever she thinks she's done. But I do feel that she will have somewhat control or power over her husband that we follow, or so she could still be a useful asset and ally in this quest.
He does dance to her tune.
So maybe we should just keep her a close eye, and I will raise the concerns, but I should say that they are my concerns.
Lawrence, the approving way that orcs here end their sentences or end their conversations, nods and walks away from you.
Okay.
Should give her a name as well.
And obviously, after the interrogation, I will relay this information to...
Her name is Mazaga.
Mazaga.
I know we all went to high school with the Mazaga, but just so, you know, there you go.
Is there such a thing as a leader amongst the remaining, you know, guys here, orcs?
You.
But out of them, there isn't really anyone.
Not really. I mean,
No.
like Mazaga and the other two warriors, like survivors, they are likely they're likely senior to Lash, but Lash is also married to the second son of the chieftain, right? So.
Yeah. Okay.
So you return. The others have been discussing what Golag learned from his mind probe. What, if anything, do you share, Doctor?
Yeah, I would just explain to him that the other orcs, other than Lash, are concerned that she's hiding something or got a secret. They don't trust her. They potentially want to leave her here. but I think I've convinced them that she could be useful if we catch up with her husband. But they seem to know that she's hiding something. But I didn't want to give them any more information than we need to at this stage.
Sounds good.
So,
Okay.
back to the debrief. What are you guys intending on doing next?
So I think, nothing's changed in what we presumed we'd be doing. I think we pursue who we thought we'd be pursuing, and keep our eyes open, knowing there's hundreds, and obviously important that we see them before they see us. And what do we plan on doing if we're successful? Is kind of an open question. I don't think we don't have any answer there. So
Successful in what? In finding Zagorum, or?
Yes.
yeah. So we successfully find the hundreds of foes, and once we found the hundreds of foes, at that point what do we?
Well, don't we want to get the stone before this blazing king gets it and becomes all-powerful ruler of this land?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're really not. I mean, we're in a sense we're kind of pursuing the hundreds, which may tip us off if they're successful. But really, we're pursuing Zingorum and the stone, and hopefully we find them first. But
yeah, he's ahead of the hundreds, hopefully, because he left yesterday.
I mean, he's ahead of them, and the hundreds are ahead of us. So we'll see how that all pans out.
Yeah. So, but anyway, so my only question would be, so how powerful is the rest of your family compared to those people here?
Goldags? You mean his mom?
Yeah.
Uncle?
Yeah, his mom and his uncle. So this Blazing King seems to be quite on another level, but maybe there's levels beyond that level. So.
And keep in mind, the Blazing King, we don't really even know who that is exactly. I mean, that could be the Sunslayer. Couldn't it? I mean, is there anything that prevents that from being an incarnation of the Sunslayer that is using to affect the Harrow Mob? And he's calling himself the Blazing King, which Sunslayer and Blazing King are sort of a related. They're. I mean, is that not possible? Maybe it's not possible. So anybody think that's not possible?
I would actually think the opposite way, that maybe this Blazing King used to be someone important. So from what we know, that the Sunslayer and your mother are just somehow the vessels of someone who has chosen them as his representatives or whatever, so who gave them their power. And it might be that this Blazing King is this young person now is just someone who gets their power from a different source. Might be the same source, but I don't believe it.
Yeah.
But it seems like people are able to get some kind of power from someone else.
Yeah. It's an open question. I don't know. I'm not even sure what to go off of there. And that's kind of what I was saying. I went with an example. That's not what I think.
Well, I guess one thing to think of in your context, Golag, is what is the source of your power?
Yeah, it's a patron that I don't know who it is.
No. What I more mean is that it's shadow, right? Shadow is the manifestation of your power.
Shadow in nature. Shadow in category.
What have people here been calling you?
They've been a shadow binder.
Yes. And who are the other people who they think are shadow binders in Arthum?
The Sunslayer.
Right.
And my mom, I think. I mean,
yeah, that's right. So if their sources are of the shadow, just strictly just thinking of what are the power sources? What are the things you've heard that the Blazing King has done, and how does that compare to your power? So you saw scorch marks on the outside of here, of the tower. You saw scorch marks on the outside of the caravan as well.
Meaning different in category.
You don't have any fire powers. You don't have any fire-based spells. You don't have things like your shit's all shadowy and whatever. Presuming that the Shadowbinders are all similar in that way.
Different in kind.
Precisely, yeah. So like you may be able to distinguish, but what you were suggesting that it may be someone, or maybe it was Ingolf suggesting, what you were suggesting about it being someone else having a source of power. Remember, the inscribed word, the gods were apparently slain by your mom and your uncle, and since the Veiling of the Sun, there is other sources of power, including your friend in the Black Tower. Not sure if has Vothug. Vothug is like you, has a patron who they draw power from, but it's not a god. So there could very well be, if the Blazing King either is a source of or has a source of power, it may be something similar to your power source as a Shadowbinder, to Vothug's as a member of the Cabal of the Inscribed Word. One difference, no tattoos. Remember, you have your tattoos. There was concern over the shadowy tattoos being something recognized as you being a Shadowbinder. Your buddy that you first met, the hunter, what's his name?
Oh, Baboob or something like that?
Haboob, yeah. Haboob. Is that his name?
Something like that. It's close.
He had tattoos, but not with power in them. And you remember you learned that he was a lapsed member of the Cabal, the Inscribed Word. And then Vothug has tattoos as well. If the Blazing King does not have those, then it may be a source of power different from what you've seen. It may be what, like Basil had suggested, that this is something older, something that predates the Veiling of the Sun, something from the Unveiled Age. That's just based on your understanding of your powers and what you've heard so far since coming to Arthum.
Zaboob.
Oh, Zaboob. Yeah.
Yeah, Zaboob. Yeah.
Way at the fucking bottom. Yeah, there he is.
Yeah. That's what
Okay. I need to move some of these handouts down into the main handout area because it's larger than the area for the characters.
That's what I have anyway.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, and we don't know if the King, not the King Blazer. What am I trying to say?
Blazing King.
Blazing King. Not that the Blazing King. We don't know if the Blazing King is on the level of my mother or the level of her patron.
No,
we don't know.
No. But I mean, yeah. So the question is, does it make sense to spend more time interrogating this soldier in a way? I think we can learn a bit more, but I don't think so much more that will help us in any way.
I don't have anything else.
He probably doesn't know so much, being a foot soldier.
Yeah,
I don't have any other questions.
Yeah, the only thing that potentially was useful that he got cut off on that last question, didn't he?
He did.
You know, is he physically controlling this young orc, or is he got his physical presence somewhere else and he's, he's controlling him, or is he the Blazing King? Is he now that in that body? And do we take the captive with him and you use the mind probe again to get that final answer tomorrow? Or
the thing to bear in mind, whatever answer you were going to get from him is his understanding of the answer to it, right? Sure. So like whatever he believed, whatever his answers have been, it's through the subjective lens of his understanding, not objective truths, right? So
yeah.
It was only because he was sort of starting to answer. He didn't just say, "Oh, I don't know," or you know,
Or it was a mind probe,
available.
so it was-
Or,
I looked at it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did it seem? Would I get any indication, Kevin, before the spell cut off that it was there? Because it wasn't a question, right? I was probing. So when I looked in the mind, do I have an indication there was something there? It just ended too quickly. Do I?
I think with the sense you got, this is like, this is maybe not a very good comparator, but it would be like a regular parishioner of a church and their understanding of the day-to-day life of a priest there.
Okay.
The exposure that this fella may have had to the Blazing King may have been in the context of him showing up, doing impressive shit, him showing up, leading the army. He's not like hanging out with him. They don't, they don't say join a bowling league, and
Not that level of celebrity.
Not that level of commitment. Not that level of incredible celebrity. Yeah. We're talking about a Blazing King here, not a hero.
Yeah.
So, I mean, go ahead.
I think this thought is entertaining. So just imagine you would ask a random number of people to say what the Christian religion is all about or something like that. You would end up with something that is very different from what is written somewhere else. So
Yeah. So the sense you got was that like it would be in a place of awe. Is where this, so he may not have understanding. Your question also to a degree is a like a metaphysical question. Does he embody him? Does whatever else? This guy probably has no fucking clue.
Yeah. I mean, I think the question of does he reside on the level of my mother, or does he reside on the level of my mother's patron? That is particularly poor chances of this man being able to put that in. But if we asked him, where does he physically reside? I think that's a better. I'm going to just characterize as better chance. And the guy goes, "Oh yeah, he's in the castle." Like he's over in the cave of the so and so. Like that he might know that there's a chance. Not necessarily.
I don't. I guess maybe like if it's where he physically resides, like what location. I'm not sure that's an answer. I'm confused by that question. What do you mean? Like, where does he go when he sleeps?
Like he possesses this young, so I'm theorizing that the nomenclature that he's possessing this young Black Tower person.
So, again, how would he know the answer to that?
He might not, but he might.
Yeah,
it's a chance that he might. I mean, I'm thinking that's a better chance than the other one. That if it's possible he hasn't a clue, and I'm theorizing it's possible he goes, he's over there in the great.
Having taken a peek inside his mind, I don't think there's a useful answer there as far as like an answer to whether the kid is possessed by a spirit or whether he has been transformed into him or whatever the case is.
So maybe there's some other question we need to answer before we can leave. What do we do with him? As far as I can say, it will weaken Adam's position if he will be alive.
Or at least if we don't have a proper answer. For example, with Dr. Ersprung related, Dr. Ersprung came up with actually a pretty good answer, I think, for why we're bringing Lash. And that answer was acceptable, to Mizoka. That was acceptable. So we can come up with something like that. There's that possibility. I don't know if that answer exists, but as a category, it exists. That Dr. Ersprung founded for why we're bringing Lash. Can we come up with something like, I don't know what it is at the moment. If we unfortunately we don't have the forces to spare, to turn him over to I don't know who, to turn him to escort him, in chains to the Black Tower, to escort him to which she probably, I don't know if she'd even find that acceptable, but to escort him into the custody of someone else. But we don't have the forces to spare anyway, so it's a good question. I am saying though that there might be something acceptable to her, and less than execution.
Yeah, and leave him to justice in the desert.
Oh, so just turn him loose and see if the gods kind of.
No, I think there is the angry spirits of the scorched face people still around outside.
I think personally that the orcs from the tribe would want to have their say with what happens to them. I mean, it wouldn't be good, I'm sure, but I think as the captives or the people that were, held by the Haramob tribe, that maybe they should give out the justice they feel and sort of disassociate ourselves from
his execution,
whatever they do. Yeah, because that's what's got to happen.
Right. And and that's kind of what I was alluding to. But what does that mean? So that means we leave him here in a cell with somebody. We're going to leave a skeletons crew behind, perhaps a one person.
I think if we offer them, what would you like us to do? What would you do with a prisoner? Then that'll be resolved like 30 seconds later, and we'll be off. There won't be a prisoner anymore. That would be the end of it.
They would just execute him. Right?
If that's what we want, or if that's what we decide is all we can do because we haven't got the manpower to guard somebody and feed them and whatever, then we can give that responsibility to them. Because Adam wouldn't be comfortable doing it, but he can understand that they've been put through a lot and they'd probably be quite happy to just deal with it.
And I can't even think of another answer. I mean, we do it or they do it. That's kind of like, or turn him loose in the desert, which she probably wouldn't find acceptable anyway.
Well, there's chances they'd survive. I don't think they would take that chance.
Right.
No, I would. I'm more concerned with these vengeful spirits outside, and if we can quench their thirst.
So to that point, everyone gets a hero point too. I'm way behind on it. Basil, give us an occultism check, please.
Ooh, that is very weak. So, but I just got a hero point. I heard.
There you go.
So, yeah, 23, not so much better, but
No, it's still good enough though. Because you're only like 26 is the average for 26 is the average for 9th level. You collected identical kind of necklace or totems or whatnot from every single one of the Haramob people that had fallen here. So it just makes you think for a second. You guys approach from this angle, those things came up and became quite fearful and whatnot and tried to attack you guys. Surely so there's some way to move safely in and out of there, and there is occultic markings on these things. They're not necessarily magic items, but there is an element of recognition that is identical across all of these things. Your prisoner has one on him as well.
yeah, I think we should take that first. Yeah. So if these things contain some spells to repel the ghosts, as I suggest, but maybe Golak, you could have a look on them, then we could wear them to have a safe passage.
And I guess to your point as well of making him walk the sands, if he does not have that on him any longer, what do you think happens to him?
He will be victim of those ghosts. Yeah. And I think that would be a fitting punishment, actually. But that's just Basil's thoughts here.
If you spare a look over too, as you are thinking that, comes into your eyesight. He doesn't like nod at you, but you can tell from the twinkle in its eye, Dohat agrees you are thinking like a skitterfolk.
And that makes me question my decision.
The transformation of Basil. We're all here for the transformation of Basil. Oh.
We all thought that Golag was going to be the Tyrant King. It's actually the Skitterfolk King.
Out of nowhere.
Big surprise.
Out of nowhere, Basil gets the fronds. Now that's going to bother Golag.
Yeah, but, I mean, I don't know why you have to spoil that, Kevin, so early.
So, what does everyone else think of that option? This is before you're presenting it to Lash, Mazalga, and the rest of the surviving Scorchface orcs.
Sounds good to me. It's particularly if it's acceptable, almost like if it's acceptable to Moraga.
Mazalga.
If it's particular to Mazaga, then sounds good. If we think it's a good, candidate.
Do you want to pitch that then? Who is going to pitch it to them?
I think I'll try and pitch that to Mazaga on her own first before announcing it to the others.
Okay.
And see if she thinks that's acceptable. And then if she does, then we can sort of announce that that's what we're going to do.
So if you sort of pull her aside, she will come and says, "Yes, Doctor."
We've finished with the prisoner. We've gained any information we can, and I wanted to see what you think we should do with the prisoner. We were going to remove this. Was it a necklace? I think it was. Yeah. This necklace that seems to protect them from the spirits that surround this fort, and let the spirits take their revenge, I guess would be the way you would put it. Spirits of your fallen tribe members that surround this place. We encountered them as we came in.
The Harrow mob defiled our dead in that manner?
And I'll just nod, yeah.
You can see, like, rage is almost overtaking her. She kind of has to step away from you for a moment to think about things. And then she turns and kind of looks back at you and says, "You would have the dead take their vengeance."
I think that's the only way we can try and put them at peace, maybe.
She turns back to you, kneels down, and says, "Your will, Doctor."
Then we shall make it so. We'll make arrangements.
Is Doctor the one that's going to raise as a tyrant? I mean, I'm getting a little indication here. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
The dust of our Thum makes it very difficult to return with clean hands.
My goodness. Changes everyone. It changes everyone.
So, how does this play out then, guys? Remember, it's a baking hot day, not a cloud in the sky, nothing obscuring anything outside the lone, low fort. And again, this is our fort in profile.
So we're going to collect up these necklaces from the fallen around the fort, so that we can sort of hand them out to all the members of the party.
Yeah.
And our new sort of orc friends, I guess. And then I guess maybe we make a bit of a scene of bringing out the captive and sort of removing their protection or their necklace from around their neck, and then leading them outside the fort, and letting the spirits take their vengeance.
Are you leading him out, or how's
just
that working?
throwing him over the wall, maybe even?
Okay.
Because there was a.
It's close enough. You could throw him out of one of the towers for sure.
Yeah, the sort of. Yeah.
Okay.
And make sure the orcs are there to witness it, because I think they're particularly. Well.
Mazaga will offer to test the things. She has no fear of her folk, living or dead.
Yeah.
So if she walks out.
Yeah.
It's as you suspect. The spirits are not triggered when you're wearing them. She and the others, including Lash, will walk out to sort of the base of the tower to bear witness to what happens.
Okay.
The rest of you, are you witnessing this as well, or are you letting this orcish vengeance play out for themselves?
I'm interested, out of sheer knowledge, curiosity of, yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah, the doctor will be there, but he'll try and sort of turn away at the last second just to, you don't want to see things being ripped apart. But
Don't turn away.
he understands that, they trust him, etc.
So Doctor will be, it sounds like, in the tower casting them down. Where's everybody else?
I'll be up. I'll be up similar to a balcony, whatever the word would be. The overhang, so I could see. And
there would be ramparts. There are not ramparts on this fort, but there is a tower that sort of is close enough to be able to toss somebody out to be able to get down. But so you're up there, Sally and Basil. Where are you guys?
So there is one of these necklaces left, so I could use one.
1, 2, 3, 4,
I think we
5,
have
6,
six.
7, 8.
8. Okay.
You have 10 in total, don't you? Isn't that what I said?
Yeah, might be.
Let's see here. Oh no, you had 8 Harrow Mob medallions, but you'll have 9 with this fella gone. So he's going to have very little use for it after this. So it's 4 survivors, 4 of you. You have 1 extra.
Yeah. Okay. That's for Igor. So.
Igor, unfortunately, Geppetto here has neglected to make him a real boy, so he does not need one.
Yeah.
So where are you thinking, Basil?
No, I was just wanted to be outside because I think that maybe, well, I don't know how Dash will react, so I want to be there or closer at least.
Okay. And then Sally?
I will keep with Basil.
Outside?
Yeah.
Okay. So the 6 of you are outside. The other 2 bring the prisoner in, or perhaps Igor carries him along. He is cast out. Pretty sure he broke a leg when he first fell because he struggles to stand, but he doesn't struggle long. The spirits rise very quickly. And while in the part of the sandstorm, you thought you could hear those things screaming, that may have only been something you can hear. Because in this stillness of this quiet day, the only thing you hear is his screams, which mercifully do not last long. As the last of those sounds are dying down, no pun intended there, the 3 or 4 orcs begin chanting something. And it is in Orcish, and it is some kind of invocation. You can think of like a prayer for where the dead will be going. You, Golag, would understand the words. Give us a history check, please, Golag.
There isn't. Let's see.
Oh, sorry, it's not history. It's
Orc lore.
No, no.
Orc lore?
Oh, yeah, Orc lore would work. Yeah.
Okay.
Orc lore's got some fun alliteration to it.
There you go.
Look at that! Wow. For whatever reason, you know this chant, Golag. If you wish to join in it, you certainly could raise your voice to join.
What is it? What is the?
It's an Orcish chant of some kind.
It's my ascension into. No, never mind.
It is a is the kind of thing you would perform, as it were, at a funeral or at a pyre. Something that is letting the afterlife know orcs are coming.
Yeah, I think I'll join it.
Okay. Are you? The doctor said he turned away from this. Are you at the ramparts, looking down at the?
Yeah,
scene still.
Down.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think out of the corner of your eye, once again, you see standing lone on the sand, Basil. Dohot is looking at you once again, as if to say, you know what you need to do. With that grisly task completed, the orcs are happy to leave this for the crows. The orcs are also quite pleased that you joined them outside, Basil and Sally. Mazoga, I think, would kind of like grab you on the shoulder. Won't like say it, but just let you know that they're grateful for you to be standing here. And one of the orcs finally notices, Sally, that like you don't understand what they're saying. And she talks, and she kind of like says something to you in Jotun, again, and gets no response from you, and then sort of says something in very broken, whatever the undercommon, PF2 undercommon equivalent is, Sackfarth. So she says that to you and is like, talk, not orc?
Not talk orc? I don't talk orc. I have my friends to translate.
You, and she points up, Doctor.
Close friend.
Points at herself. We teach.
Teach me. Very good. Thank you.
Okay. So the Doctor, you don't speak Orcish either, do you?
No.
Mazoga will make an effort. If you are to be of the Scorched Face, you best speak in Orcish. So one of the tasks that's going to be happening in the background is they will be working on some functional conversational orc for you guys. What do you do with the rest of your day, guys? You have alleviated yourself of the problem of your prisoner, and you very much ingratiated yourself to the orcs. The Mazoga and the others two, have always sort of been deferential to you, Doctor, before. They truly act as if, like, you are their leader now. Lash continues to be a little separate from them. And Mazoga is sort of if you were to have a, like, sergeant or lieutenant in this, she sort of acts as your lieutenant for you. Oh, you're
okay. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tabo. What are you guys doing with the rest of your day?
Should we set off towards their Scorched Face sort of main camp?
I can't think of a reason to really wait.
Because we're just losing time, aren't we, at the moment?
Right. I mean, we're trying to beat them to the quarry, and so the ultimate quarry. So it seems like waiting would be deleterious unless there's a really good reason. And I don't think there is one. I would, any reason is super minor at this point. I think we should leave. Anybody? Yeah.
So you will be able to equip yourself with really, like, you scavenge a fair bit of stuff from the Skitterfolk caravan. You'll be able to get like all the rest of the stuff you would require, like double-bladdered water skins, things like that, to be able to travel successfully. Any spells, any other preparations you want to do before you set out across the dunes?
And are there beasts of burden here? Did we talk about there were beasts of burden in like a...
Remember there were two, like, kind of, riding velociraptors, but they rode off on them.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I didn't know if we had a decision to make there. Like, bring, not bring. So spells...
I figure like the morning, Kurt, I think we're probably at like early afternoon by the time all of this is said and done, which isn't a bad thing because traveling in the evening is not the worst idea. Well, you have been cautioning, it is more comfortable, but you have been cautioned about traveling at night in Arthum. The deserts are dangerous.
So what time is it? You think, Ken? It's early afternoon?
Early afternoon, yeah.
Okay.
So in terms of destinations, assuming that you guys are, forgive me, I should have updated this map. I'll update the map with all the location names and such. Assuming our tower's right around here, guys, where are you intending on heading? To the Scorchface, it's only 93 feet away, guys. I guess it should be a hot skip and a jump, right?
Yeah.
Why are you all quibbling so much? It's right there.
So you could
Right
head
there.
to the sort of Scorchface home. You could head to the ruined city, to the Black Valley, or to that village.
My idea is that we would find some marks where the Borim has gone. So
Tracking. You're trying.
yeah, no, not tracking. So his wife would find where he has left to.
Yeah, and that would be in the home. Even
Yeah.
if the home is overrun or whatever else, you...
I would predict, since we have taken some days, that when we will arrive, that both tribes, in a way, have left the homes already. But who knows? Maybe not.
Well, one thing that's worth remembering as well, the Scorchface Horde are slavers. So there may be a substantial population of slaves that are there, depending on what the status of their, of how intact that stock, as it were, is. The Harrow Mob are organ leggers. They'll make use of those things. So even if they've been there for a couple of weeks now, assuming that the Scorchface home has fallen, there may still be plenty of infrastructure there for you guys to inspect. And I guess one downside is you look very different from, other than Golag, you all look quite different from the others, but your numbers are quite few. So hiding yourselves among an army, even an occupying army, may be easier than having to face, all of them.
Yeah.
And we've gotten what we can from Dr. Ursprung's minions as far as what they think the direction.
So two different things. So Lash is the only one who knows about the stone. So she knows that she wants to go and see if there's markings from Sigorum somewhere, and that would indicate where he may have gone to hide. The other three, Mazog and the others, they want to go back to the Scorchface home and see what's happened. If it hasn't fallen, if Deluk and the rest of the Scorchface army was able to drive them off or hold them at bay, then they want to go and What they can tell you is that they are a guerrilla. They're not a army per se, right? They're not going to stand and fight necessarily. They're going to disappear to the hills and then fight a guerrilla campaign if the Harrow Mob is trying to occupy the place. But the Harrow Mob is a similar type of, desert tribe as well. So they're going to, both are sort of fighting. Trying to hold and occupy a place is not what either is really designed to do.
Okay. So it seems clear that we go to we follow the notions of Lash, as just Basil just mentioned.
Okay. Then any further? So I guess is there any other preparations you guys want to do before we set out? We've got 11 minutes left in the session, and it's not worth starting the actual travel off. So if there is anything you want to do before we start the next session with you departing the tower, now is the time to do so.
So that reminds me of the time that Basil wanted to write this poem. No, I've nothing. Maybe. Yeah. So how is Igor getting along?
He's been repaired. He wasn't destroyed in the last one, so he's just been repaired. So he's back to his normal self.
I'm tempted to use my since we're in this anything to do in advance of using my magic wand of false life, but I guess wait, it's got 8 hours. It's an 8 hour window. I'll wait. Because we might travel at night too. There's going to be that option given the heat.
Yeah.
Added danger, but increased heat.
That's just it. And it's your water use as well is what will be increased if you're traveling in the desert.
And possibly, on the one hand, we'll be less able to see hundreds, but the hundreds have less chance of seeing us. That kind of animal.
You guys have dark vision too. Remember, in PF2, dark vision doesn't have a range distance, so you're able to see at night as well as what what you can during the day. As long as the weather holds, you're great.
Mm-hmm.
And Sally's apparatus is still functioning as well.
Fortunately.
Water. Mm-hmm. I don't think so. I don't think there's anything that departing.
Okay.
I can't think of any departing casts that would make sense. So.
Then we leave our heroes departing the tower as the sun is getting lower in the sky, and we'll pick up with your journey towards the Scorchface Horde's home in 2 weeks' time. So let me bring us back to our main page here. There we go. Oh, and if you have anything you wish to distribute amongst yourselves too, you can do so from that gear.
Yeah.
And as the shorter gold pieces, assume that that's like on top of whatever the Scorchface Horde would. They will not take issue with you taking that money. Yeah, put more plainly. So feel free to add that, either like split it up amongst the four of you, or yeah. Perfect. All right. So for those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us for part 12 of Hunt the Veiled Sun. As is always the case, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding the session, the campaign, or the game we're playing, please don't hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section down below, and I'll endeavor to reply in a timely fashion. In addition, if there's any, we have a link in the description of the video to the Dungeon Musings Discord server where all of us are active, and we have channels there dedicated to this game, this campaign, and most of the other games and campaigns we run on the channel. There's also a link down below to our friends at Noble Knight Games. Noble Knight Games is the preeminent unionized retailer of hard-to-find and out-of-print RPGs in North America. Not only do they have an incredible selection of new role-playing games, board games, and card games, they have an unmatched selection of hard-to-find and out-of-print RPGs, including, let's say you wanted to get a copy of the excellent 3.5 D&D supplement Sandstorm for use in your desert-based campaign. Well, they may have a copy of that in stock. If they don't have something in stock, you can put it on a want list, and they'll send you an email when it comes in. And if you make a purchase of $10 or more through the website, be sure to enter the code Nighttime, capital K, Night. It is listed down below, all caps, all one word. It'll save you 10% on any purchase of $10 or more through the website. And that discount code will be good until end of September 2026. If you're listening to this after that time, just come back to one of our more recent videos and nice. Please don't. And you know what, guys? I think welcome to level 10.
Oh.
So that'll give you something to contemplate. Because well, we're at 12 parts of Hunt the Veiled Sun. I think now we're going to be changing it to being Free the Veiled Sun will be our next chapter. So, yeah, and you'll be 10th level. So if you guys want, I don't think you've had any issues with these character sheets since. If you want me to copy the characters so you can have a 10th level and a 9th level version, I can do that for you, but I think we've since we've switched to Jumpgate, we haven't had that same issue we had before. So, but we'll be back in 2 weeks' time with 10th level Illuminators. Until then, we hope that we gave you a few hours to take your mind off the troubles of our world and think about the troubles that our Illuminators of the Black Tower are encountering. And until we see you again, stay safe, stay healthy, and happy gaming.